Hello and welcome back to the Fiat Ducato Build Series. I'm Naz and together with my wife Rosie, we've been turning this panel van into our very own tiny home on wheels.
In today's video, we're going to tell you the story of how we got scammed.
Let's get into the video. Cheers, boo. Okay, little life update. Yesterday was our last day working our jobs that we've been in for a couple of years now, and we're moving ever closer to our scheduled departure date to leave on the Eurotunnel to start our European adventure. But you'll have to wait for those videos because first we've got to tell you how we got scammed fitting our diesel heater.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now you may see that there's a new face in this video. This is our Romanian rescue dog, Lola.
We adopted Lola in
2021.
2021, so we've had her for 2.5 years now. She's got the most sass you'll ever meet in a dog, ever.
Who, me?
We thought we'd record this sit-down video just to highlight that not all companies you see out there are actually going to provide the service that they say they would.
And even if you do all the research, you still potentially could get
Potentially,
scammed.
yeah.
Just
Potentially
like
you get
us.
scammed. We've done everything in this van build ourselves, but the one thing that I didn't really want to touch was fitting the diesel heater. So we took to the internet and researched a company to fit it for us.
So we managed to find this guy who was pretty local to us, and his reviews were really, really good.
And he was a registered company. You know, I did all the usual checks that you do. There weren't any red flags leading up to doing the booking. It wasn't until we actually got the heater fitted that it was a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, so we'll insert some pictures of what it ended up looking like. I think from then we were a little bit like, oh, that's an interesting way of
Putting a heater
mounting
in.
it onto the bottom of the van. But we just thought, you know, he said it was fine. He said he always mounts them from the bottom of the van.
I'd done a little bit of research into heaters and I'd seen people put them underneath the van, but I just thought, you know, he's a professional. He probably knows more than I do, or definitely knows more than I do. The heater was working great. We took it away. It got the van up to temperature really, really quickly. We thought nothing of it.
We went to see some friends.
Went to see some friends just as the weather started to go colder as well.
If you don't really know Wales that good, it's cold, it's wet all the time.
And especially up north,
Yeah.
which is exactly where we were going. We went up there and I just put the heater on and it just wouldn't start. So we came back from that trip and I basically ripped the heater apart, took the fuel line out, I took the air in and air out pipe out, inspected everything because I thought it may be a fuel issue or an air issue, but no, none of that made the heater work.
So we went on Facebook and you put it in a
Oh,
bunch of group chats, just to be like, oh, hey guys, can I have some advice on my diesel here which has stopped working? Let me just show you some pictures. And from then, every single person commented what the
This
actual...
is the worst install ever. You should be ashamed of yourself. I ended up having to take the post down and I thought, fine, oh thank God, everyone's going to stop bothering me now. Someone, while the post was up, had screenshotted my post, pinned it to the top of the Chinese diesel heater page and titled it, "This is what not to do with a Chinese diesel heater." I didn't even fit it.
So we had to leave some of the groups because people were being really horrible, thinking
Yeah.
that we actually fitted it, and then we realised how awful of a job it actually was. So then we tried to contact the guy.
I did a lot more research into the proper mounting position of the heater and all of the outlets.
And that was not it.
It ticked none of the boxes. And at this point we were like, wow, we need to take this heater out.
Not good.
So we decided to, well, we had to contact the guy. And I
How
couldn't.
did you get on with contacting the guy?
I didn't.
Why is that?
Because he didn't run it.
Because he's done a runner.
Yeah, I had no luck getting through to him. I couldn't find the business on the Google search. I had his number and his email address and both of them didn't work. So I thought I'll find his Facebook page. And as soon as I typed his business name into Facebook, I found a big post from another van conversion company basically calling the business out with loads of comments from other people who had lost so much money and had so much damage done to their vans due to his poor work. And we're not even just talking diesel heaters, we're talking full van conversions. He even did a bit of landscaping, he did garden work, electric work.
Basically, this guy had no clue what he was doing, but he was still doing it. So he was not only putting his life at risk, probably,
Well, he was putting our lives at risk,
He's
definitely.
putting everybody's at risk.
He's just a typical cowboy. When you're working with diesel heaters, if you mount them incorrectly and they're left like that and you run them, there's all sorts of things which could go wrong. We had nowhere else to turn, so it was either try and fix it and have it break again, or get it refitted by someone else, a new heater refitted by someone else. So we just decided to bite the bullet and get that done.
And now we're poor. So we actually found a local guy, a good local guy.
I know it seems stupid, but I jumped on Google again. I typed in diesel heater fitters.
Legit diesel heater fitters.
Capital letters. Legit, non-scamming. Basically, I found a guy who's very local to us. Called him up and I said, look, this is what's happened. I've been royally done here. Can you help me out? And the very next day, he was outside the house inspecting the heater. Can I help you?
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
And trying to think of a game plan to get a new one installed.
And it turns out that Naz actually knew the guy.
Yeah, I've known him for years. It turns out we used to play on the same estate when we were kids. What a lovely guy. Although I'm not at all going to call out the actual business who scammed us, because quite frankly there'd be no point, because the business isn't even a thing anymore. I will give an absolutely gigantic shout out to FH Campers. If you're in South Wales and need any work doing, I cannot recommend him enough. I'll insert a picture of his logo and also some information about where you can get to him. And if you want to go directly from this video, I'll leave a link in the description to his website and his Facebook page, so you can book him in for anything you want doing on the van.
He was absolutely lovely.
Lovely. So from start to finish, we called him on a Monday. Tuesday he came out to see the van, and by Friday we had a new heater. It's a much better heater. Finbar in FH Campers put in a Lavana Pro, which, if you know anything about heaters, they are really
I don't know. He's just saying a bunch of words.
they're really good units, and he's managed to install it out of the way underneath where Rosie sat right now. And it's a 2 kilowatt heater, so it heats the space much more evenly. And yeah, we're chuffed that we now got
And
heat.
Safety first, we've got a carbon monoxide alarm right next
Right
to
by
it.
the vent, yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to make this quick sit down video just to basically raise awareness, do your research, make sure the company you're getting work done on your van with is a proper company. If you can, go to the unit before you get booked in, see some of their previous work, speak to previous customers. I know it seems over the top, but when you've been stung like we have, you've got to take those precautions.
Yeah. And we're just thankful that it wasn't something that was much more expensive.
We're also thankful that this didn't happen a couple months later, because we would have been in Europe, and getting a new heater fitted out there, that would have been a pain in the ass. So if you've watched this far into the video, then thank you very much. We really do appreciate you sticking around to see the rest of the build series, and especially this video, seeing as we're just sat here talking to you. There's one person that I know would have watched all the way through to the end, and his YouTube handle is Dirt Diggler. He watches all of our videos. Do me a quick favour, leave a comment and tell me what your actual name is, because every time you comment on one of our videos with all these lovely compliments, I just say to Rosie, oh, Dirt's commented on one of the videos. Thanks for your support, Dirt, and I look forward to calling you by your actual name in future. So we hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a short one and just one of us talking to you. Stay tuned for the next one, where we show you our overheads getting built and also what we're using for a Wi-Fi solution. But until then, we'll catch you next time.